I fell asleep. You're sitting next to me, and I was wondering if you were ever thinking about it. Your cold sheets.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Live at the Gig. Today I'm here at the Gov with Dice, their first show of their headline tour. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
No worries. Well, how excited are you to be performing here at the Gov tonight?
Yeah, we've actually played Lion Arts Factory 3 or 4 times.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it's really nice to be able to play a new venue.
Yeah, a bigger venue too.
Yeah, little upgrade. And we're here with the Hazies and Midrift, so we're excited. It's going to be a good night.
This is my first time seeing you guys. I'm super pumped.
Oh, sick. Nice.
In for a good one. You guys woke up yesterday as ARIA number ones on the ARIA Charts, so congratulations. That's huge.
Thank you.
Has it actually sunk in yet?
Well, we found out right before we flew over last
really?
night. Yeah, literally, we were on the plane, about to turn onto airplane mode, and then it popped up. So, yeah, we're stoked.
That's awesome.
I found out when we landed.
Yeah.
I missed the
You're a bit
notification,
late,
obviously. I was early to the flight mode.
But no, it feels great. Yeah, it's just a testament to all the supporters, and yeah, we really appreciate it.
That's awesome. It's a debut, ARIA.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got on 4th last album.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
sick
incredible. I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been following you guys since the very beginning, 2021, when you released Reality. Today, I'd love to take you all the way back through your journey as a band. So for those who don't know, how did Dice actually form, and where did this tattoo
I wasn't
of the
there.
Dice come in?
Someone else take it.
So Tommy and I, out of school, we finished in 2018, and then we used to always jam, and then COVID hit, and we couldn't go anywhere, so we just started jamming at Tommy's flat with his. He had housemates, but I used to just go over there. I pretty much lived there, and yeah, we just started writing music out of different situations because we kind of had nothing else to do, and we never really thought much would come of it. But we met. We actually went to school with Regan since we were 13 as well.
Oh, cool. There
And we
you go.
invited him over because we wanted another person in the band, and we showed him the first song we wrote, which was Reality. And we played it. It's like the two of us in the garage, and it was shocking. But then it was like one of those kind of cinematic moments, like The Dirt or something, where we played the song, and then stopped silence, and Regan was like, "That was sick." And then the rest is history. We kind of just always saw it as a hobby, and then met Lenny I think a year and a half later. And then I think that was when we started to get traction and kind of take it a bit more seriously as a career, something we could actually do. And then, it just kind of skyrocketed from there.
That's awesome. That leads into my next question. Was it always just a fun project, or did you always have bigger ambitions to become what you are today?
You can go. I think for the first 3 years, I think it's been 5 years now, but the first 3 years were always just, let's have fun. We didn't really think about our larger prospects or anything in terms of studying for long-term financial stability. We had nothing, but I think that's what gave it a bit more of enjoyment. We didn't care about the fame or the fortune. It was just having fun.
Just for fun, for your
It does become quite more of a difficulty when you start to grow up and you start to think about the other things. But I think our biggest thing was to try and keep it that way as long as possible and as much as possible, because I think that's where the enjoyment of music comes from.
Definitely, 100%. Every band has those early gigs that aren't exactly glamorous. So what's one from Dice's early days that still makes you laugh when you think about it?
Well, we actually went back to the venue that we very first ever played, El Grotto in Scarborough, last Friday to celebrate the release of the new album.
yes.
We did a little acoustic number there, which was cool, and my parents were there, and Mum told me that right before we went on stage, she was like, she's like, you know what I said to my friends the first time that I saw you play here? She said, you sound like a cat on a hot tin roof. And I looked at her, I'm like, I don't know what that means. She goes, it means you sound like shit. So all of those early ones where we just used to go there for the free beers, rinse the rider, we probably we did sound awful. And I think it was probably up until Lenny joined the band that we probably really were like, oh fuck, this is we didn't know what we were doing, and then Lenny kind of joined and it just all clicked, which was sick.
Oh, that's good. That's funny. Let's talk about your Reality era. If you could go back and give 2021 Dice a little piece of advice, what would it be?
Isn't it the Wonderland era?
Oh, it's the Reality Wonderland Cherry Roll the Dice era. Actually, no. It's a band who actually haven't started, but they asked me for some advice at our Perth launch, and were like, what should we, like, how should we start? And I was like, just make whatever, like, just make as much shit as possible. Like, make whatever you want. It doesn't have to sound good. Just make sure, like, just make what you want, enjoy it. Don't try and be something else, or try and fit into, like, a mold of, like, you have to go one way and you can't, like, actually explore. I think that's where we found a lot of joy, because, like, we could kind of, like, so many demos we made were just complete, like, bollocks.
Yeah.
And it was just, like, the fun of it. And I think that's where you find the gems, like, hidden in those. Yeah.
Exactly. At the end of the day, that's what music is about, just having fun. And if you're not doing it, you're not doing it right, you know?
Yeah.
Every successful band seems to have one person who believed in them before anyone else did. Who was that person outside the band that made you think maybe?
Oh, outside the band, everyone just pointed to me.
Oh.
I'm actually probably going to go internal and say myself here.
Okay.
Like, I believed in us, like, when we were, like...
We made it.
When we... literally, I was like, we're playing Glastonbury one day when we were playing, like, to 10 people. And like, I just had this, like, crazy belief in what we were doing, and that, like, something about just, like pre-Lenny's time, like, the three of us just, like, being, like, friends for so long and all of it working. And then adding on to that, like, as an external person, Lenny, before he joined, when he joined the band, he just, like, saw something in it. He knew straight away that, like, he had that belief that I had from day one, and to have someone external, like, sort of see that and then come into the project and join that, and then, like, double the energy that, like, I sort of had, was like, it just worked hell well.
I'll explain how I thought the situation went from my view, in my eyes. I saw him at El Grotto, the spot that we just did the acoustic session, and I supported Dice in my other band. At the time, it was me and a band called 6th Avenue, and I remember turning to the bassist, and I went, we should make music like these guys. Because I was like, honestly, like, that looks like fun. That looks like, yeah, I wouldn't
So
say
very
emo,
different.
but yeah, it was like, yeah, it was a little bit more like that way. So I honestly thought that they had something good, and I was like, I want to play music like that.
that's
And then they weren't a fan of it. So I was like, fuck, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, you're going to join them instead.
Yeah, and then it just happened, like, perfectly. Like, their drummer left, and I was like, I'm jumping in that.
That's awesome. So you just, like, get
So I
one
guess,
track.
I did see something in Dice before
Yeah.
I was even in it.
That's good. That's what it's all about, passion, and if you know, you know, I suppose. You guys went from working 9 to 5s in Perth to recording in LA alongside Michael Bublé in studios with Red Hot Chili Peppers, made Californication. What was your biggest "we're actually doing this" moment from that whole experience?
I think it was the idea of, we have to go back to 9 to 5 jobs as soon as we get back, but it made the whole experience way more motivating and inspirational, because it's not something you can do every day, and it makes us appreciate that we have an opportunity to play music for a living in the future, and, like, yeah, share it with fans across the world. It's one of those ones where you can't really wrap your head around it, because it's kind of incomprehensible.
Crazy.
But it's like one of those ones where it's like a core memory. Like, you're always going to remember back and look at that and lean on it as, like, a motivation in the future.
Yeah, I was going to say, the end of that first day in the studio, we kind of all got together and we were like, felt like everything we'd ever worked for had, like, led up to that one moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just such an amazing experience. And that's one of those things where it's like Hodgie saying, a core memory. Like, if the band ever ends, it's like we recorded an album in Hollywood.
Exactly.
Like, that's so
Like,
cool.
That's so special.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people get to do that. It's so cool. Did you end up speaking to Michael Bublé or anything like that when you were there?
Yeah, we did. We actually used to do a
Wow.
cover of his cover of Feeling Good.
Wow.
And Hodgie was the last one to meet him, and he's been, like, one of his inspirations to why he started singing. So we just, like, casually met him. We were like, holy shit, told Hodgie, and Hodgie's like, there's no way, like, you guys are
That's
bullshitting me. And then, yeah, we met him, had a great chat with him. It's on video somewhere.
that's
We'll,
good,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll release it one day for sure.
Yeah.
He's most, like, one of those artists you see and you're like, I wonder if he's actually like that in real life. And he's just the most Canadian, like, shit talker ever. He's a legend.
Well, your journey has now led you to your second album. I thought that Altitude would make it worth the view, which was, like, your biggest step forward yet. Firstly, what a title. I have to ask, what does that title mean to you all?
It wasn't the original title. It was brought in from Rooftops it was a line in the bridge. And there was a title before called Mirror Mirror, which had a similar resemblance to like what the meaning of the album was in the tracks, but we just didn't really like it enough to really commit. And then Tom like thought about it as like the song's title, and I just said, oh, what if we just made the album that like we all love like long like titles and stuff like that. But it was like kind of perfect because it's still aligned with the whole identity of the album being like you've kind of like reached this point in life, you like made it to the top, but like sometimes it's not. It's kind of like Schrodinger's cat. You don't know if it's going to be good or not, but it's about like the journey you've taken to get there, and it's how you're actually going to bounce back from the top.
Yeah.
Was that good?
That was good.
Yeah. What was the creative process for this one? Was it different to your previous album?
Regan, do you want to take this one?
Which one?
So did Mike. That was Mike.
I think it's probably a bit longer than we've ever done before. Like the songs on the album started way earlier, which I think added to this sense of relief when the album finally got out, because we'd been holding on to these tracks for a long time. I think it was a bit different in a way that we sort of locked Hodgie in a room for a while and was just like, we need some soul searching, and come back when you've got something cool. And then he just sort of came at us. It was like, I've got like here's like, you know, how many would you say? There's like 20, 30 something. And then we just went through a rigorous like these 5 straight to the bin, nothing, and then worked on a few and just slowly built them up. Some went through 4 or 5 iterations through demos. Until we finally went to Joe, and then he looked at it and went, yep, these are great, and we pulled the trigger, recorded
awesome.
them. So,
I love that. I love asking that question because every band has a different way of doing it all. I find it so interesting. Did you approach this album with any lessons you learned from your debut album?
yeah, at these launch parties I've got to chat to quite a few like fans and have some really nice conversation with them, and reflect on the first album in that I feel I love it, but I think we didn't really know what we wanted to be as a band. We had all 4 of us with the pressure of your debut album, this like you've got to this is the one where you got to like tell everyone who you are, and we all had different ideas of where we wanted to be. So the album came out and reflected exactly that. It didn't really know what it wanted. It was like wanted to be this like darker Arctic Monkeys track, and then some wanted to pull it the other way, and didn't know where it wanted to be. But this one, we learned from that and sort of just went like, this is the song. What does the song itself want to be? Forget about like who Dice is or what you want Dice to be. This is the track. Let it be itself, and just like pull the trigger on it and let it go. So I think we ended up with a more authentic sound to like maybe what we're going to aim for a bit more in the future. But I think there was just no holds barred. We were just like, let it be what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just to touch on that as well. It's like we're always changing. Like we're still like when he's 22, we're 25. Like we're still very young, and we're still trying to find ourselves. So the music's going to reflect that in itself. Especially because like all of our music does reflect on meanings from what we've experienced. So yeah, it's just a nice kind of note that we always will have different sounding music. I don't think we're ever going to stick to one certain sound, but I think that's what keeps us exciting and something to like really look forward to in like the next upcoming projects.
And I think one thing that we actually haven't touched on in any interview so far that I keep remembering, like right after we finish, is that when we were demoing the songs, we actually like put them in the vault. We were like, we finished demoing this song, we're not allowed to listen to it.
Okay.
So like every song like kind of formed when we were down south in that first like 2-week block, we finished demoing Footprints, and we'd like listen to it like all night in the studio. Next day, like not allowed to listen to it.
Wow.
So each song became its own little world. And then we'd listen to them all together and go, like, we were like, wow, this just, like, it all works so well because, like, it's just Dice. It's so authentically us.
It made it so that, like, you would focus on one song and you knew exactly what that song needed, and you wouldn't, like, it's like if you had 10, if you're cooking 10 different meals at the same time, you'd start putting the wrong ingredients, right?
Yes.
So that's what the first album kind of was. And then now it's like you're focusing on one thing at a time, and it helped. It helped the creative process.
Play Overcooked on Switch. You're a big fan of that game. That's beside the point. But yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's really cool though. I've never heard like that type of process
analogy?
before. Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Ingredients.
Good job. If this album had to lose one song, which one would hurt the least? And if you had to fight for one song to stay, what one would it be?
We all have different answers for this, I think.
Yeah?
First one's the one you would
Keep?
the one you would keep. Yeah.
No, the one you get rid of first.
I mean, all four of us are gonna have different answers for
just
all
go-
of them.
Everyone say which one you get rid of.
Well, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to look.
sucks.
I don't want to.
That's
No,
the question,
I don't want to say. I don't want to look at the album in a negative light. I don't think. I think we want to keep all of them, because otherwise, it's not. It's not. It's not the
I was
ready.
gonna say I'll
Bitch,
say I'll
please.
fight for rooftops.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. No, I'm saying say what you fight.
See, it's like the,
No, say what you want to fight for, not kick out.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's
I'd-
like the
I'd
group
fight-
least favorite.
I'd
it's my
Yeah,
favorite.
Fight for Bullet Train always.
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train's like my favorite track.
I'd
So-
fight for Stars.
Yeah.
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 But I don't think that's at risk of
I like-
getting chopped. I don't think any of them are at risk of going.
No, but
Yeah, but if it's a random person being like, I'm gonna remove a song from the album, which one? Are you
If you
Fight
stuck,
them
if you stuck
instead.
4 songs in a ring.
No one can answer this question.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, if you stuck 4 songs in a ring and then like the last one stays.
What about you? If you had to get rid of one song,
Let's switch it.
Do you want me to answer this honestly?
answer completely honest.
yeah, come on.
Call me for a good time.
A single shit.
Interview's over.
Interview's done.
I respect that though, because it's like that's one of the like more popular ones. So you saying
I
that's
still
like
love
kind
it,
of good.
but
I don't know if you do. That's a bit sus.
No, that's fair. That's so
I'm
fair.
excited to hear it tonight.
Are you?
Let me tell you about rooftops tonight.
You playing that tonight?
No.
Please?
Nope.
We weren't gonna play it on the whole tour.
Oh,
That's
no,
how
we have to.
it was at the bottom, but it's gonna
You
be
should.
played, just not tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Bullet
'Cause-
Train?
Yeah.
Good. I'm happy then. If you could add one celebrity as a sixth member of Dice for a week, who are you bringing into the band?
John Cena, because he's in the green room right now.
I was gonna say Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé,
Oh, yeah. Good crossover.
Eric Andre,
Fifth member.
Fifth member,
Eric
sorry.
Andre on the double bass.
Nathan for you, because he played bass for a band. Yeah.
You don't need to
I
know.
don't
who
know.
that
This
is.
is a hard one.
Chad Smith. No, I'm joking.
Wait, what?
Are
Are we supposed to say an actual musician or just a celebrity?
Whoever.
We've said about 10 people.
Yeah, okay. We'll go
Walter
with that.
Goggins has like a vibe that I
does.
David Goggins.
like. That like when Strokes released some of that new music, I was a bit like
Going shopping.
unsure about it, and then I saw the video with Walter Goggins getting into it. I'm like, you know
Walton Goggins.
what, Walton? I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what, this shit slaps. I
Willem
have to do it.
Dafoe?
Yeah,
I
Like with
that
his
guy.
strut,
Oh!
like on stage with his
on
strut.
stage doing his pose.
Just a photo
Willem
shoot
Dafoe,
with Dafoe, yeah. Actually,
Yeah, that Willem Dafoe, yeah,
That
yeah.
one right up.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
Dafoe poses.
Best Willem Dafoe pose.
Oh damn.
I love ending interviews by bringing them back to where they started. So we started this conversation talking about 2021 Dice. If that version of yourselves could see everything that's happened over the years, the tour, the fans, a new album, and now ARIA #1, what do you think they'd be most proud of?
I reckon if they've been following the whole Dice journey, I think they would be most proud of this album, for sure.
I think
a
they'd be
great
proud of like each of us individually, how we've actually grown as people and musicians. Because we sucked. Like when we first started, we just did like YouTube covers, and I couldn't sing for shit. Tom can play guitar for shit. But then like look at us now. We're actually okay.
can play guitar.
So take a look at me.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime.
But like also just like seeing us grow as like kind of like young, like old teen young adults to like middle 20 men, like yeah, middle 20s men. Like we've come a long way, and I think like young us would be proud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I fucking hope so. Shit.
Well, as an outsider point of view, I'm so proud of you guys. Watching you grow
thank
has been
you.
incredible. So thank you so much. This is a huge full circle moment. So I really appreciate
Thank you.
it.
No worries.
No
Cheers.
worries.